Hello, welcome to the weekend. It's Saturday. I almost said Friday, but it's not. It's Saturday. Um, my quarantine beard is getting out of control. Despite the fact that I can go get a haircut, uh, my barber isn't allowed to shave or trim my beard yet because that would require me to take my mask off indoors, and we're not allowed to do that. So, yeah, beard is getting insane. And I don't like to trim it myself because I there's been a couple of times where I have messed up pretty strongly. I remember one time it was right a couple of days before Christmas, maybe like a week before Christmas, and we were I was getting ready to I was shaving like the upper part of my chest, and I was looking down, and I buzzed up into my chin, and there was like a big hole in my chin, and that was a problem. And then another time, I was actually trimming my beard, and I guess I like angled the trimmer the wrong way, and it like the blades bypassed the guard and just left like a big hole in the side of my cheek. So that was also pretty shitty. So now I don't like to trim my own beard. I'll trim it with scissors, but that's about it. So yeah, today we're gonna do something super different. I've never heard of this before. Quarantine beer on fucking turbo. Yeah, it really is. I had never heard of this before. So when I saw this, I said I have to make it. I have to try it, and it's gonna be a watermelon cheeseburger. And this is not a cheeseburger topped with watermelon. This is a literally a thick slice of watermelon with cheese on top, and it's gonna have a type of gremolata, and it's gonna be on a ciabatta bun, and that's what it is. And if it doesn't go well, I have ground beef as a backup, so we can just make regular burgers. This way, we're not starving for lunch. So, normally gremolatas are made with parsley, lemon or lime, and garlic. Ours is going to be a little different. We're going to use fennel, orange, and garlic. This still really similar. It's still a green earthy herb with what the hell is it? With a citrus of some kind, and then garlic. And we're just going to hit it with a little bit of white wine and a little bit of uh, salt and stuff. What's up, Rose? Yeah, we're going for the watermelon. Is that like a thing? Is there like watermelon hype right now? I haven't this is the first I'm hearing of like watermelon. Yes, this is the new place. We're still sorting out the lighting and all that kind of stuff. Um, so we're working on it, making it look nice. Right now, you've seen it. I haven't seen it at all. I saw one article on it. I opened up Google, and Google will sometimes give you suggestions for things to read. And this was one of these suggested articles, was the watermelon burger. So I clicked on it out of curiosity, and I said, okay, we gotta try this. Um, so we're gonna do it. I've been seeing cake everywhere, like people are cutting into everything, and it all being cake. That's the thing I've seen. I haven't seen anything um, about watermelon. But I take your word for it. I'm just not, I'm not on the internet and stuff as much. Reddit, Instagram, and just the oddball. Okay. Not disagreeing. I haven't used Reddit very much, and Instagram is kind of like the social media we use the least. So if those are the places it's popping up, that explains why I haven't seen it. All your stuff is food related, yeah. It's been a real long time since we've had like true White Claw, so I'm excited. While I was setting up, I had Warren run to the store to go pick up a case because I was gonna get it. I went to the grocery store this morning, and I forgot. And then as I was thinking about it, I was like, it's summer, it's hot outside. We're making a crazy summer dish of watermelon burger. You gotta have the claw. You just claw's law. Ooh, today's a harvest day. So you're making bread. Harvest what? Like, what are you harvesting? Why you tell us? I'm just gonna crush up a little garlic. So I was saying before, gremolatos are usually parsley, garlic, and lemon or lime. Usually, more often lemon. And we're gonna take a variant on this. You like your what? I can't even. I honestly, I can't even see it. If I try to get too close to see it, I will. It'll be an unpleasant view for everybody. Normally, when grains and other. Yeah, but which like what kind of grains are you harvesting? Is it just regular wheat, or is it like I don't know how that works. If I'm being honest. No, we are not farmers of any kind. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna start to preheat our stove. Um, so let's get 3 cameras in there. Oh, I think this one might have turned off. This camera is the fucking worst. Like I paid money to have this camera.
What's up, Rose?
Oh, gotcha.
Mm, sounds delicious. Crush grapes.
Gotcha. I thought you were like harvesting some grains and shit. Okay, there we go. Fucking finally. Sorry, sometimes like if I don't know why this thing times out like as quickly as it does. It's really annoying. Yeah, it's hard to find time to go to like farmers markets and stuff. So we are gonna use this microplane on our garlic to really pulverize it, make sure it's nice and smooth. I haven't been to a farmer's market yet this year either, I don't think. You've been off and angry for weeks now. Yeah, listen, there's a lot going on right now. It's easy to it's very easy to be in a shitty state of mind. So I definitely get that. we're only gonna do one. So we just pulverized one thing of garlic. If it's a lagri for what, you just don't like it. Yeah, who knows? It could be a bunch of different things. Lauren, being the big baby that she is, does not like oranges. So I'm not gonna zest too much orange into this.
I'm right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna repeat that statement. Lauren, being the big baby she is, doesn't like orange.
Wow. It's like that, huh?
Oh, it's like that. I'm actually gonna take some of this orange zest out. Like I said, she's not a fan of orange, so I don't want to overdo it. Because we're also gonna put orange juice in this too. Okay, I wish you did. How doesn't she like oranges? I do not know. She is a witch, probably. Why am I a witch?
You don't see dead people.
I do not see dead people.
Oh, why do you see their ghosts?
I don't see ghosts. It's a figment of my imagination. And we're just gonna start picking off this fennel right here. Now, Lauren was saying I'm a witch.
You're a witch with a B.
You could just say bitch. We curse on this stream. It's fine. The original recipe called for a cup of fennel, but I just feel like that's so much, and we're not gonna do that. So we bought one fennel. No, she actually thinks I'm a witch. Like, that's not a joke.
My mom's a real witch.
My mom's a witch.
For real though.
I'll save that fennel for when I make some type of chicken. And we're just gonna chop up this fennel. We're not gonna go crazy because it's mostly shredded. It's just gonna be a rough chop to break up any of these big stems. We don't want those. You want the backstory on? Okay. I wake up at 3 a.m. every single night, and I always have a very uneasy feeling, and a couple of times I might have seen some stuff. Now, I don't think it's really anything. I think it's just my mind telling me I'm seeing something. Our brains are really good at that. But Lauren is convinced I'm seeing like a ghost or something, so, you know. But I do always have, when I wake up, I have an uneasy feeling like that something is there. That is true. And there's no ignoring that. Lauren doesn't wake up. She never notices it. But I do all the time.
I just wake up to pee because I don't know why.
You know, Lauren was born with agenesis of a bladder. And we're going to hit this with a little bit of salt. And you're probably like, oh, this is going to be really dry. Don't worry. We're going to put a little bit of white wine. Nothing says you're not sensitive to energy shifts. I mean, like I said, I don't know how much of that stuff I believe in. I was talking to my mom about it. She very much believes in it. She has some wild stories. We're gonna do. I know this looks dry, but we're gonna do a teaspoon of white vinegar. I'm sorry, white wine, and then we're also gonna add in like 2-3 teaspoons of some orange juice. But what we're doing is we're heating up our pan. Did this turn off again, or did I just not reset it? Because it seems like I didn't reset it. I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about the witching hour, which is the between 3 and 4 a.m. And they were talking about like why some people wake up and stuff, and
Oh yeah, what did it say?
I don't, there's a bunch of different reasons. Come on, don't tell me this turned off again. What the hell? Like, it's ridiculous when you pay money to use an app and it just doesn't work. No, the camera, I can tell when it like freezes. TL, what up? Or TI? TL. Yeah, you're not sure if you read this correctly. I mean, only you know. But yeah, we're gonna attempt watermelon burgers. That part is true. If this closes one more time, I'm gonna be fucking furious. Alright. Our pan's getting hot. Yeah, watermelon burger is a thing. Well, my, whatever it was called, my stream description was, you read this correctly, or you read that correctly. So he's just playing on what I wrote, or they are playing what I wrote. We're gonna cook these oranges. Come on, what the fuck? Yeah, well, I have my other camera for the cutting board. Alright, well, looks like I'm gonna have to do some other type of... We'll have to figure it out. I don't know what to deal with this. I just have to buy a third camera, one that works reliably instead of these stupid fucking apps. What? Yeah. You can write them an angry letter. So we're just grilling these oranges real quick. Now that I've had my little temper tantrum. We're grilling these oranges real quick just to get a little extra flavor out of them. And then I'm just going to, put some orange juice into this gremolata, just mix it up, and I'm going to put it to the side until our burger is ready. So we'll do everything I need on the cutting board first, and then I'll move this camera over so you can see over the stove, because I want you to see what are we making? Watermelon. There we go. I want you to see the watermelon. Alright, that's good. So now the oranges have a little color on them. I'm gonna turn the stove off for a minute. I don't have a good way to juice them except for just straight up squeezing them, so that's what we're gonna do. Whew, that is hot. Do just about 2 teaspoons worth. Grilled orange has a really nice smell to it. What's up, kitchen? we have our pseudo gremolata. Grilled pineapple is supposed to be great. I haven't had it though. Okay. So we have our pseudo gremolata, which is, in this case, it's just some fennel, garlic, a little bit of salt, white wine, and some orange juice. But I grilled the oranges first, just to get them, you know, a little more complex flavor. I don't know why. I'm a bad person, and Lauren doesn't like me to try new foods. It's actually not true. I am actually, believe it or not, despite the fact that I'm the cook, I have I'm very picky about what I eat. I don't like to eat a lot of things, which is why I do the cooking, because I'm very picky. Mister, what up? How you doing? Okay, so we can move our oranges off to the side. We can move our gremolata to the side. And it's time. It's time for the melon. You feeling good? It's a Saturday? Listen, I know the feeling. Like I said, Rose, it's actually me. I'm a bad person. Yeah, all right, and my hands are enormous, like compared to most people's, I guess. Like when I go to the store to buy winter gloves, and most of the time an extra large does not fit. And this isn't like a weird type of brag. It's actually more annoying than anything else. Like I went to the North Face store like last year or 2 years ago, and I put on a pair of gloves, extra large gloves, and what a bitch. I could feel my hand pulsating in the glove because it was so tight. And then Lauren was convinced the girl was flirting with me, but that's a whole other story. She was not. She was just a helpful employee who happened to be female, and I happen to be male. There's nothing going on there. So what are we gonna top before we get started on this bad boy right here? What are we gonna top it with? Now, this will not be a vegan meal because I'm gonna be using cheese, but I'm sure any seasoned vegan veteran would have a good cheese alternative that they can easily swap. Everything else is totally vegan. Cheese with watermelon, yes, we are using cheese with watermelon. So I'm gonna turn my stove on, but I'm gonna turn it on low because I want it to get nice and hot, and I want it to be even. In all, the true way this recipe is done is on the barbecue. Now, obviously, I can't stream on a barbecue because for me to do an outside setup would be a nightmare. We don't have a tent or anything that I could shield from the natural sun. That it would just be awful. So I have to do it inside, and I don't have anything that mimics a grill because we're now using an electric stove. So I figured the closest I could get was a really ripping hot cast iron skillet. So that's what we're gonna do. In the meantime, we're gonna cut up this watermelon. I'm not exactly sure the best way to cut it up. I have to cut this into 2-inch thick steaks. And I want them to be roughly the size of my bun. So we got some nice big buns. Yep. And you can They have a little bit of crunch, a little bit of crisp to them, but they're still soft, which is exactly what we want. The crunchiness and the crispiness from the bread is going to provide a really nice textural contrast to the really soft grilled watermelon. And I think that's really important, right? Is to have some different textures going on in your each and every bite. You know, I don't I don't like eating really soft bread with really soft, you know, like a really soft burger and melted cheese, and it's just all too mushy. You know what I mean? Like there's no mouthfeel, there's no play, there's no nothing. It just feels all the same. So we are going to alleviate that with a nice crusty bread, and we're going to toast it to help give it that extra level, just a little bit of crunch. So let's get started. We're just going to slice up this bread. I went with seeded bread because watermelon have seeds. And I thought that was funny. Now these are big rolls, which means my burger's gonna have to be big. So we got our buns. And I have two more backup buns. I have 4 buns because we're gonna make 4 burgers. We're gonna do 2 watermelon burgers, and then if those don't come out well, if they're not good, we're gonna make 2 regular beef burgers. This way, Lauren and I don't go hungry for lunch. Okay. So our pan has been heating up. I'm just going to throw a little bit of butter. I'm going to start toasting the buns. Nothing special going on there. You can't wait for your loaves to double in size. That means you got at least an hour ahead of you. Depending on when you know, started to proof it, of course. Unless you're using fast rise yeast, or like rapid rise yeast. Turns out this can only fit 1 at a time. All I hear when I read that is forget it's there. I don't know, like, I don't know what you mean. Well, I mean, I forget about shit all the time, if I'm being honest. I had cookies in the oven the other day, I forgot about those. I had cakes in the oven once, I forgot about those. I was letting dough proof, I forgot about that once. Not all of it on stream, but, you know, I forget things all the time. Set it and forget it. It's the worst motto in cooking. We got our actual white claw today. Man, this is so much better than some of the other hard seltzers out there. Alright. Time to get our pan ripping hot. I think it's been heating up long enough where we shouldn't have any hot spots. It should be pretty well heated. And now we're going to get it just roaring hot. We want to try and simulate an open flame as much as humanly possible. Oh yes. When you have a recipe that tells you to let something sit for an hour, you forget about it. Yeah, of course. Like I said, I had cookies actively in the oven and I forgot about them. Not for very long, for like 2 minutes, but it happened. Soham44 with the follow. Thank you very much. Cheers. It was a little unnecessary, but I thought, why not? Now I'm going to throw this away like an adult. Hey, we are making some watermelon burgers. Which I know sounds crazy. But we got a big boy watermelon right here. I could fucking do, like, I could do some bicep curls with this.
What are you doing?
Bicep curls? You do one. One hand. I'm gonna go under it. It's just for when she drops
From
it.
here?
Yeah, from there. Okay, keep going. Give me 5. 2. Oh god. Okay, we got 2. I have a nice beard. Thank you very much. It is getting out of control at the moment, but I appreciate that. My cast iron skillet isn't that big, so I can only toast so many buns at a time. Once we cut the watermelon, I'm gonna move the camera over the stove so that you guys can see it. Yes, we are from NYC. You know, the Big Apple, as some people call it, which I don't think people call it that anymore. It's been years since I've heard anybody call New York the Big Apple. Maybe in, like, Sex and the City from 1992. That might be the last time I heard it. What am I doing watching Sex and the City? Well, it's in the name. You tell me. What am I doing watching the Sex and this? Oh, hey everybody, it's Samantha. Hey everybody, it's Miranda. No, I'm Samantha. I have sex with everybody. What movie?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
There we go. Forgetting Sarah Marshall is correct. Alright, we're just, once I get these buns toasted, we're gonna start cutting up our watermelon, and I'm delaying a little because I still don't know the best way to cut this up. Such a Samantha. I don't know why I said that with an accent. Such a Samantha. Oh, you're such a Samantha. What is a Samantha? Can you define it for me? Because I don't know what that means.
Someone who sleeps with everyone.
Oh, someone who sleeps with everyone. Fair enough. All right, so I guess I'm a Samantha. Hey, where's Jerry? Go get him. Jerry, come here. Look at this little Cro-Magnon head. Look at him. Oh, look at that little wiener. I mean, what?
Well,
All right,
those are,
you can go. I don't care what anyone says. That costume we put on him yesterday was fucking funny. Go. Come on. Good boy. We occasionally dress our dogs up in or dog. We don't have dogs. We have dog.
Is the smoke alarm gonna go off?
Yeah, probably. I would take that out. Okay. It's getting smoky in here. I guess I'm just gonna have to start cutting into this, huh? Okay.
I'm scared.
I'm scared too. I'm scared. Hold on, come here.
Yes.
Get my samurai sword and cut this in half.
No.
Fine. I gotta cut these into 2-inch thick steaks, which is probably about this thickness, right? I would say this is probably somewhere like 2 inches. Which I know exactly what 2 inches looks like. Okay. And we will, okay. And then we'll just kind of trim this around into a burger. This might be a little thicker than 2 inches. It has to be thicker than 2 inches. Well, can you help me? I just need you to start throwing some of this watermelon chunk out. But like, very good. I just need to check. Just need to check.
No, I'm right between my teeth. How am I throwing this out?
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry. That is definitely thicker than 2 inches.
Yeah, this is definitely thicker than 2 inches, for sure. For sure. I'm gonna cut this in half.
Right here's a ruler.
Too late. I already cut it, but go ahead. They're probably an inch thicker. No, that was exactly 2 inches. Holy shit!
Oh no.
That was exactly 2 inches.
Why
I
would you
fucking
cut
crushed
that?
it. Whatever. I think 1 inch is fine. I think 1 inch is fine. Okay, Lauren, you need to shut up.
I'm gonna open this window.
No. I want us to die of smoke inhalation.
I'm gonna open.
Okay. We're gonna pat these with a little bit of oil so they don't stick. Oh my god, that was so much oil. And we're gonna also do the same thing in our pan. Oh god, hand condom, hand condom.
It's a little crack. Why'd you grab that with your bare hands?
No, that would be super hot. That would have been a huge mistake.
I would have had to finish the street.
Well, I would have, yeah, no, well, after you took me to the hospital, yes. Okay. So, I'm going to move this camera over as best I can. I gotta MacGyver this shit because my stuff doesn't want to work properly, which is really annoying. Alright, let's see how this looks. Alright, not bad. Smoking. So we're gonna clean it with a paper towel. If it's smoking like this, there's stuff on it. Right? There's little bits that are stuck to it.
Let me start their nostrils off at this point.
Still smoking. That's okay. We want to get some smoky flavor in this watermelon. So, I'm going to just do a little bit more oil. Just, again, I want to make sure it doesn't stick. Is that for me? Okay, that's well oiled. That's good cooking right there. Here we go. All right. I'm going to cook this for a couple minutes, right? And then we're going to throw some cheese on it after we flip. So we don't have to really worry about moving them across the grill. Normally this would be cooked on a barbecue, but as I was saying before, that would be kind of impossible for me to stream. So we're cooking it on a roaring hot cast iron skillet. We're going to cook about 5 to 7 minutes. The goal is to really extract all the moisture out of it. So we want to get all the moisture out of it, and we're going to flip it 5 or so minutes on each side, and then we're going to put a slice of Gruyere cheese, some type of goat cheese or something like that is going to go well on this. And so we have some Gruyere cheese. We'll spread our gremolata on our bun, and we'll see how it goes. And like I said, if it doesn't go very well, we do have ground beef as a backup. But if you were cooking this on a grill, you would want to move it around just to prevent it from burning, right? If it's too hot or anything like that. Now, this is a summer fucking dish right here. This is a summer dish. And for whatever reason, August for me is summer more than July. I don't know why. So I said, you know, it's August 1st. We happen to be streaming. We got to do the most summer thing I could possibly find, and that was this. That was, what did I order?
I have 2 bags of something. You don't want to need this for me. One for you.
That's probably the foam pads.
This is rosemary.
We got some Amazon packages. Let's find out what they are while this cooks.
I'm actually very excited about these. I love watermelon. What did you get?
I don't know. What the hell is this?
What did you buy, damn it?
Oh, these are foam pads.
Wow, so exciting.
Okay. These are foam pads for our studio.
Also, now that I think about it, how would we have fit our mouth around that 2-inch watermelon bird?
You wouldn't.
Plus the bun.
You want?
That would have been crazy.
Oh, you want to open those up?
Yeah.
What's in the other box?
Oh, for my mom.
What do you mean it's for your mom?
It says rosemary.
I don't believe it.
Got 2 freaking packages coming today. You know which one? Grab the scissors, please. These boys are like really vacuum sealed.
I'm gonna partially cover this, like a grill would be, right? Like when you put something on the grill, you're gonna close the lid. So we'll see how this goes.
How in God's name?
Lauren's struggling to open those foam pads.
Oh, oh.
Oh god. It's
Hey,
getting
bro.
it's getting bigger.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What the hell did you find? Holy Jesus.
What the hell?
It just keeps getting bigger. Well, this package is really excited, if you know what I mean.
Whoa!
Oh my god. How many are there?
I bought 48.
Wow, that's a lot. I can't believe there.
How many are in here?
Wait, look at
There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10,
look at
12.
how big it was, and look at how big it is now.
Listen, sometimes you're a grower, not a shower. You know what I mean? How many are in this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. So that means 24 and 24 is 48. Listen, the studio looks good too. You forgot to comment on my picture. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Not that you forgetting to comment on my picture. I'm actually very upset about that. So we want to, hey, you're a busy woman. Listen, I feel you. I'm a busy woman too, okay? We really want all the moisture, not all, but like, you know, you get what I'm saying, most of the moisture to come out of this, this watermelon here. We got a nice toasted bun. We got a gremolata. We'll cook it for another two minutes on this side, and then we'll flip, right? 5 to 7 minutes. We'll see how they are. Again, it should be like over. It should be over an open flame. Like, this might not taste very good, but I can't do an open flame. You know, we're cooking on an electric stove, which is unfortunate. The cheese you're using is a goat cheese. This particular cheese is actually a cow cheese, Gruyere, but goat or sheep cheese would work just as well instead of Gruyere. I'm sure you can find Gruyere that's made differently. I'm not a cheesemonger, so I couldn't tell you, you know, how different cheeses are made. On Tuesday's stream, so the grocery store sells tofu, and I want to make a tofu burrito bowl similar to what Chipotle does. So my plan is to go to Chipotle, get their tofu bowl, come home and try to replicate it and see, can I make their tofu burrito bowl? And that'll be for you, Kitchen Witch. Which, by the way, if you guys want to see more vegan cooking, I don't know anything about vegan foods. I cook mostly meat, or I'm baking. Those are like things that I'm doing. So if you want some vegan food, some really good vegan food, and just an overall great stream, go check out Kitchen Witch. The link is in chat. Oh god, it broke. Oh god, it broke. So this is what we got so far. I know it looks a little burnt, but this is going to get scraped off very easily. You mean a scramble for breakfast, a tofu scramble? Interesting. Yeah, it's definitely a lot darker than the original, which makes sense, right? It's been cooked. And we're gonna hit it with some kosher salt, and we're gonna hit it with some pepper as well. You might say, Nick, that's a lot of salt. But the salt is going to really help play up some of the complex flavors that are being built by cooking the watermelon. And also the salt plus the sweet, that sweet salty combo is going to be pretty nice. And I'm going to go much less on the pepper, but the pepper's there just as just an extra little flavor. There we go. I'm going to crack open this cheese. Chocolate chip with sea salt. Yeah, Lauren loves that.